also in that system, no one is held accountable for not succeeding as a grant system, right? Like Telefilm has however many millions, if not billions, of Canadian tax dollar money allocated forever for, I don't know how long Telefilms existed, but these grant systems have existed for a really long time, and no one is accountable for the lack of success. Like, no one's getting fired because they didn't have a win. They stay on the committee, keep funding movies that are losing money and making our country publicly not look great. I remember watching movies with my dad, and we'd throw a movie on, and he'd flip the channel within 10 minutes because he'd say, it looks Canadian. And I never knew what that meant until I started making movies myself. And I was like, oh, Canadian just looks like an uncanny American film.
Yeah.
It looks like we tried.
It's the Temu version of the US.
Yeah, that's what it is. And I think it's just been acceptable to be subpar. Just finishing is the accomplishment in this country. It feels like it's like, oh, you did it. You did the Canadian film festivals, or you got to one international, and you did it. You got money, and that's great. But beyond that, like, we're not a global film. We're not Undertone. And what encouraged me, not only with Undertone, but also this year we had Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie, which was another global success. Yeah. And both movies show me that we can make bold films here in Canada. And fortunately, Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie was funded by Telefilm. And I hope that movie shows them that, hey, our traditional way of funding films isn't necessarily the best strategy to garner international acclaim.
I mean, it's unavoidable. Let's be honest. We have the same accent. We speak the same language. Our culture is heavily influenced by theirs, right? Yes, we have some European flair in Canada, but mostly, 70% of us live within 100 miles of the U.S. border. It's unavoidable. We're basically North Dakotans. The UK, they have their own culture. Even Australia sort of has their own flavor to their own works. Canada has a much taller hill to climb because we're so similar to them that it's hard to make an identity for yourself that is interesting, But that said, I've been very impressed over the past, I would say, 5 to 10 years. And I think technology has actually played a part in that, in the way we have sort of carved out our ability to compete with their creatives on that front.